been a long day. It's a good time to talk. I got your resume here from Indeed.
Yeah, that's cool. What company are you from?
I'm calling from Cosmos Investments.
Cosmos Investments?
That's correct.
What do you guys do?
We're an investment company. We have clients basically Silicon Valley Bank, but not bankrupt. We have investments in real estate, stocks.
Oh. I don't know anything about investments.
Yeah, we're not asking you to join the company based on your investment expertise. I should have led with that. It says you're a canine coach at Doctopia.
Yes.
And also a mail sorter and a machine operator delivery driver. So that's and also a delivery driver at Walco. So those are your expertise that we really need you for, not any investments. We have clients that come in from all over the world of the country, and they need to check out their investments is either physical property, which they purchase and plans to meet with a developer and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So your job will be to pick them up. You have an iPad where you have their name on it, and you show them the iPad, and they find that it's you with a smile on your face, and you take them to the hotel, and then whenever they want to go see a property, and anything in between, maybe lunch, and you can clock off. It's entirely flexible, which means you can work either. The daytime availability is preferred, mainly because that's when most flights, a preponderant amount of the flights will happen in the daytime. But in the night shift might be less work. It's entirely up to you based on your availability. Are you currently employed?
Yes. But the job I work at now is part-time, and it's to look for more work elsewhere, and it's very flexible. So if you need me like during the week, I can do that. And then if I want to keep that,
as soon as Monday.
What'd you say?
How's that?
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Monday. I said I need you as soon as Monday.
All right, cool.
Is that a guarantee?
If you can. All right, so there's one problem. I have to tell my parole agent that I got a job. I got another job. So I got to call her Monday morning and tell her first. And then I'll be good to go.
Oh, well, okay. If you're good to go, then we can get you verified tonight.
All right, cool.
You're all set.
Yes.
Yeah. So, are you also able to provide me 2 individual references?
The 2 companies that I work for, the company I work for now, and the company that I've worked for
Previously.
Yes.
That's correct. So, I'll need you to send me those references to Mary. I'll send you. Do you need to take it down, or do you need me to send it as a text to this number?
Would it be? Send it text, and I'll click on it, and then I'll send the information you're asking for.
I'll also need your. You have a valid driver's license?
Yes.
All right. I also need you to send that to Mary, and also, would you be able to click on the verification link? Do you have adequate lighting?
Yes, I have a light.
Okay, so we're gonna send you after just verify everything and run it through the computer, because we've had issues with the past with law enforcement, and we would like to not let that happen again. So we're just gonna run it through the computer, and so send you a link to verify, and once that's done, you're good to go.
All right, cool. Do I use a company car or a personal vehicle?
Yeah, can you do all of that while we're on the phone? I just wanted to know so I can proceed. Can you get right on that while we're on the phone so I can proceed with what you know about your day-to-day?
Yes, I can do it. What do I have to do?
Yeah, so send Mary the references, the front and back of the driver's license. Take a picture of that. Then right after that, get ready for video verification. The link is going to be sent to your number.
All right.
Okay, so are you more familiar with a SUV or a sedan?
I've driven both.
Okay.
I have no preference.
It's going to be a Ford F-150 Raptor.
Okay.
2020. But it's going to be the year model is 2020. The model year, pardon me. But it's going to be branded because it's going to be wrapped with the company's information. So you're going to be like a mobile billboard.
Okay.
Okay. So, do you have any history with substance abuse?
No.
Because you're going to be an ambassador for the company, and we will not.
No, I don't do drugs. All right. Did you send that text message?
Give me a second.
Yep.
You should, did you get it?
No. Oh, yes. Just got it.
So it's going to be a Ford wrapped with the company. It's going to be branded. And that's going to be your day-to-day. So would you have space to park the car in your...
Yes. I have a parking spot that I could use to park the vehicle. I live in an apartment, and there's a parking spot right in front of my apartment door that I use to park my car. So I could definitely switch spots if that's a requirement to have a parking spot for the vehicle. Oh. Hello?
Hey, John, did we get disconnected?
Yes. I am working. I'm sorry. I was saying that I have a spot to park the car in front of my apartment that I use for my personal car, but I can switch those two spots out.
So where are you going to park your car?
There's people who live in my apartments park their vehicle on the streets sometimes, like right behind the apartment, and I used to as well. When it's during the summer, I used to do that, but when it started snowing, I moved the car to the parking lot because the snow plows would plow into the street. So now that the weather's changing, I can switch back to the to the streets again.
Are you sure? Is that going to be convenient? I wouldn't want to impure on any.
Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. I'm okay. So I'm about to take a picture of my license, and front and back. You said.
Yeah, just send that to Mary.
Oh
And
crap.
once that's done, a link is going to be sent to you for the face verification.
Okay.
Alright, so just give me a second. I'm going to give a call to Mary so she has everything set up.
Okay.
Alright.
All right. Hello.
Oh, John.
Hi.
Yeah, Mary confirmed that she got it. So, I'm just going to be walking you through your typical day-to-day while she runs it to the computer.
Okay.
Yeah, so do you prefer SUVs or sedans? Did we talk about that?
Yes. You said it was gonna be a Raptor. I can drive a Raptor, or I can drive a sedan. It's your choice.
Yeah, we're leaning towards the Raptor, based on the terrain, and it rides just as smooth as any luxury car. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it's the same suspension. It equates to the same as an air suspension in, for instance, in a Maybach or Bentley Bentayga.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the suspensions are pretty world class. And but a sedan will be for maybe for more of our high class clients, because they don't want to be seen driven in a truck. But most of our clients like the truck because it seems like a official, like a government official or something like that.
Okay.
So right now they're going to send you a verification link. So when you click on that link, it's a video verification. You have good lighting?
Oh, in my home? So a video conference right now?
No, it's a video verification link.
Okay.
So when you click on that link, you have to have good lighting. So it's once it's verified, we can get you all set up.
All right, cool. I'm going to move some things.
On Monday?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Tuesday? Did you say you're good to start Monday or Tuesday?
I'm probably good to start Monday. I will make some phone calls first thing in the morning. So probably like 8 a.m. is when everything opens up. So I'm gonna make some phone calls at 8 a.m. and see what and I should be ready shortly after that.
Okay, that's all right.
If not, then if that's too late for you, then Tuesday I should be good to go. If you guys are still willing to let me start on Tuesday.
If that's a guarantee, I'll work with guarantees. That's
Okay.
what it is. The link has been sent to you. Can you get on that right now?
Was it sent by email?
No, to your number, your phone number.
Okay. From the Internal Revenue Service?
That's correct. It's right here, your records and everything else.
All right. So I'll click on this link.
That's correct. Yeah, just to complete the verification.
Your identity is being used to access the Internal Revenue Service. The email address used for this ID Me account is gotismanresidential@outlook.com. and it's asking if I control this email address.
That's correct. That's controlled by it's the IT department.
Okay, so click yes.
That's correct. Is your question your social?
No, it didn't ask for the social.
I can send you a picture over here.
Oh, I get it. You want me to tell you my social security number?
You can send it to Mary, so we have it on file. So she has it on file.
All right. Send it to Mary now. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, that's correct.
All right.
You still have the email?
Yes. All right. I will send Mary my social security number.
I'm also going to send you the job offer letter. Do you have a printer you can use?
Yeah. No, I don't. Not at home, but I can print it tomorrow.
Do you have a library close to you?
I'm sorry. One more time.
You have a library close to you.
Yes, I go to FedEx and I print things out.
The link is going to time out. Did you get the email sent yet?
Yes, I did. I just sent it 2 seconds ago.
All right, yeah, all right, I'll let you know.
All right. You said you're gonna send the job offer to me?
That's correct. You said you can go to a FedEx?
Yes.
Okay. So when you get that, I'll need you to sign that and print it out. I'm going to print it out and sign it.
Okay.
And scan it and send it back to me.
Okay.
Yeah, so we can get that on file as well.
All right. Is there any problems that you can think of with me working for you, based on the things I've told you so far?
Actually, I would. You're pretty much the best man for the job. You seem like you can handle tasks. Like you can be your own boss relatively.
Yes.
And you could multitask with responsibilities. So it's up to you right now because your sound salary is going to be for $1,600 a week.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes. I thought you said $1,600 a week.
That's correct.
$1,600 a week?
That's correct because you're going to be driving all the time.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
That is a lot of money.
Which is why I was asking you're probably not going to be able to have your other job.
Okay. All right.
Is that something you're comfortable with?
Oh, absolutely. Is this are you going to need me to work on the weekends as well?
And that's correct. It's the whole package. I want to confirm the address. Is it 2230 Georgia Street? Is that correct?
No, my address is 1321.
21.
TEMKIN AVE, apartment 8, Madison, Wisconsin, 53705.
So 53705.
Yes.
Apartment what?
Apartment 8.
Apartment 8. So 1321 Temkin Avenue, Apartment 8, Madison, Wisconsin, zip code 53705. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, give me a second. So a card is going to be shipped out to you, to your address.
Okay.
And you also wanted to confirm the social, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. For expenses and everything in between and maintenance.
Okay.
Okay. So you need to. I guess it's the information is still loading. And just give it a second.
Okay.
Yeah. So you said you have to make a call?
Yes, at 8 in the morning, just to my parole agent, and tell her what the job is, and that you offered me a job, and she's gonna okay it.
Will she need to sign on the offer letter as well?
No, she won't.
Should I make a?
No, she just needs to know that what the job is before I take it, and it's a driving job, and I've had many driving jobs before, so it should be immediate. And then I have to call my employer and tell them that you offered me a job, and ask them if it's okay if I take the job from you, and they should be okay with it. They should be just fine. They're pretty good people. I'm sure they have people who they've been in this situation before, so it should be pretty quick. I'm gonna make those 2 phone calls, or talk to them tomorrow. I could go into work tomorrow and talk to my employer and see what she says, and then after that, I should be good to go. I'm gonna let them know what's happening before I move on to the next job. I start working for you guys, but they should be pretty good to go, and yeah. And after that, I should be ready to drive for you.
Well, I wouldn't want any conflict of interest. I just wanted to ensure that everything's checked out.
Yeah, no, yeah, it should be good to go.
Okay, are you good with a computer? Are you good with an iPad?
Yes, pretty good with iPads.
Would you be okay in sharing with me the reason you have a parole agent?
Oh, no problem. Absolutely. I'm sorry. In 2010, I was in college, and I got accused of sexual assault. And I was a sophomore. I'm sorry, I was a sophomore in college, and I got accused of sexual assault, and I went to prison. I got out of prison 5 years ago, and I've been working in different driving positions since then. And that is, I'm sorry, that's not relevant. That is why I have a parole agent. I went to prison 12 years ago. I mean, yeah, 12 years. I'm sorry.
5 years ago?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
You were in prison 5 years ago.
Yes, 5 years ago I was.
So, if we backtrack a little bit, you mentioned what I heard was that you said you were accused. Is that correct?
Yes, and convicted. Accused and convicted. I'm sorry.
Did you get a code to your phone? To your phone number?
No, I haven't got a code. Hold on. Let me double check. No code.
Okay. So you said you were accused and convicted. So
Yeah.
did you do it?
No, I did not. I did not do it. I did not do it.
John, it's just me and you. It's just me and you here. It's just me and you here. You're not being recorded.
No. I'm telling you the absolute truth. I did not do it. I went to trial. I told exactly what happened, and I've told several people what happened, and I believe the woman did it, lied on me because he believed I was a person in the gay community, and she thought that if she could get me in prison, I would eventually start having sex with. I would become a gay individual in prison. So I believe this woman and several other people in these groups of kids and the gay, in college there are groups that hang out together, and I believe this girl and the girls she knew were in the gay community, like the LGBTQ group, and I think they believed I was gay, so they thought the only place I could go where there aren't any women was prison. And I think they decided to accuse me of a crime that would send me to prison, that there's no evidence of whether or not you did it. And they thought it would get me into a place where there weren't any men any women. And that over the time period that I was in prison, I'd start having sex with dudes, and then I'd get out of prison and join the community of people that sent me to prison. And I think this is old. I think people throughout history, in American history, have done this several times to different guys that they believed were gay but just weren't open about it. They believe that if they send them to places where there aren't women, that these men will start to be part of the gay community. And I've learned this over the last 5 years because I've had experiences where it seems like that was the reason I was sent to prison, because I didn't commit the crime, and I have no idea why this girl who accused me of the crime I was sent to prison for would do that. But now it kind of makes sense, because after all this time, I'm having the same experiences, and they have a lot to do with me going to prison. So I'm learning, and I realize what happened now, and there's nothing I can do about it. I can't go back in time and say that this is why I'm being sent to prison, or this is why the girl accused me of this crime. And it's too late to do anything about it. So now I'm trying to make the most of my life and tell people what happened to me, so that this doesn't happen to anybody else, or maybe somebody out in the world somewhere knows what they can do about what happened to me, like can help me somehow. So no, I'm not lying to you. I really didn't commit the crime, and I'm trying my best to tell as many people what really happened and what I've learned since I've gotten out of prison.
That's a powerful story. I just wanted to go. Oh my gosh, that's a lot to digest.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest with you. You said your address is 1321 Tempe Avenue?
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
13, okay. 53705.
Yes.
Okay. Just getting everything down with the visa. Alright, so you believe, so when you got out, were you approached by these women?
No, it wasn't it was I'm sorry. So while I was in prison, I noticed that there were lots of gay men who were suddenly trying to have sex with me, and they were giving me attention unlike anyone else in the prison system. Well, anyone I saw in my immediate nearby me. So I noticed that gay men were trying to have sex with me immediately. I thought it was just because I was new, but then over the years, it continued to happen. So 3 years later, there's a bunch of dudes who are still trying to have sex with you, and you're not new to the prison system, and you've pretty much told them you're not having sex with other men. You get the idea that there are people here trying to have sex with you for some reason. There's nothing you're doing to cause these men to be attracted to you, and these incidents keep happening. So, over the time that I was in prison, I kept having these experiences. I've had to tell on people. I've had to avoid people, and when I get out of prison, the same experiences start happening. So, like, it wasn't women who approached me outside of prison. It was men. So men in the gay community kept trying to have sex with me, and women were like avoiding the immediate vicinity of me as much as possible. So I got the idea that there was a large group of people from wherever they could come from, be or whoever they are, trying to get me to have sex with gay men. And the time I spent in prison was my lesson that there are men trying to have sex with you. And when I got out of prison and it continued to happen, I realized that somebody sent me to prison to get me to have sex with, well, to try to get me to have sex with men. And that didn't work. I got out. I still I wasn't interested in having sex with men. So I learned outside of prison that there's a way to incarcerate people for things they didn't do, to get something out of that person. And so I don't know who orchestrated.
Would you say that you've seen anyone, or you've seen it firsthand, anyone at I would say the indoctrination process?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't seen anyone firsthand. I haven't seen the. It's like a hit. Like opportunistic. It's really opportunistic things that are happening to me. So I avoid as much as I possibly can these bad things, and I just learned. So I took it as a lesson in life, and I've been learning from what things people can do to other people. And I've been telling, and that's, I mean, it's really hard to put it nicely to you, without saying too much more, to explain myself. But that's pretty much what I've experienced over the last 12 years of my life, from the people around me, from the whole prison, the whole conviction of my crime, the crime that they accused me of committing. That's pretty much what I've learned. And I've been telling as many people as I can. And I have been, doing the best I can with the rest of my life.
You should document all of this.
I do.
Story.
I do. I've done my best on YouTube. I haven't made a video on YouTube, but I've tweeted what I believe over the past I think year and a half. I just started Twitter, and I tweeted what I've told you, and I haven't got any response. I haven't got any support, but I imagine that's how it goes. Most of the time, I'm just not that big of a person. So my story isn't being.
How does this affect your personal relationships with women?
It has. I think it has. I think many women are afraid. If I can't protect myself, then I can't protect the girl who chooses to like me. If bad things can happen to me, if I'm having bad experiences, then the person close to me will probably have the same bad experience. Difficult thing for lots of women to deal with, and I don't want anybody else in my life being hurt by the people who are trying to get me to have sex with them, and the issues that come from that. So I make YouTube videos of bad things that keep happening to me, and I'm sure women are trying to avoid.
Are they recurring? Are they still recurring?
Occasionally. So I have to go. Let's say I go to a gas station, and somebody who happens to be there sees me and they like who I am, if you know what I mean. There's always some type of incident, that I have to avoid. Like you know how people meet people, they bump into you, or they look at you, they wink at you, and they make comments like to get your attention. So that's what happens to me when I go to a gas station or a grocery store or a public place. So I have to avoid those places or avoid those people and just continue to do whatever it is I came to do and get out of there. And if it gets really bad, I tell, I keep going. Inevitably I continue to drive. I continue to do whatever I was going to do, and I leave. But so yes, bad things are still happening occasionally. Well, if I go places where there are people who know who I am and they have an interest in me, like I've been explaining to you. But mostly I deal with it by ignoring all these people and continuing to do whatever it is that I came to do. So I don't struggle. I'm not. It's not like a. Well, yeah, it is. It is a problem, but it's not like. I'm sorry. It's hard to talk or to answer your question, but yeah, that's basically it. Yes, the answer to your question is yes. Sometimes
I apologize. Are you getting emotional right now?
No, not emotional. It's like I'm trying to put a lot of things into one sentence, and it's really difficult. And so shortly, the quick answer is yes.
This is so traumatizing. How are you able to find time for work and your personal life in between? How did your family take this? How did I work. I still work. You should sue them.
I wish I could. I really do. But it requires, all these things require lots of help. So you have to find a way to, for me, in my opinion, after all this time, I've learned that everything I need to do requires lots of help, lots of time, and I'm waiting. So I'm working as much as I can, and I'm taking as much time as I can to get the help that I've been looking for. So I'm not in a rush. I know that a lot of people think you should do something about this right away, but I'm positive that it's going to take time and it's going to take lots of help. So I'm waiting. So right now I'm doing my best to continue to work, continue to do all the things I like to do as much as I can, and wait so that I can find a way to do the things you just said, like find help, tell on these people, and get a better life. Enjoy life to the fullest. You enjoy my life to the fullest. So working is a great way to make sure that one day I'll be able to help myself with this problem. And that's what I've been doing. So I continue to work. I continue to look for more work. I believe it's going to take lots of help, lots of time. Time is important. So I'm taking my time with this issue, and that's how I deal with it. I'm waiting.
I feel like So look, what's really holding you back? Is it a legal team or
Probably.
or because I feel like it's not a. It's a case of their word against yours.
Yes.
And I'm very much. Would I be mistaken if I said that they were they white women?
Yes.
Were they Caucasian?
Yes.
That's only right. It's only right that they fit that stereotype.
Yes, I believe so. I thought it was a racial issue, but since my experience, since my experiences haven't been racial, it's been otherwise. I changed my mind about that very quick. So, I don't know. I'll just I'll take my time, and I think over time the truth, like, people change, and they'll show themselves to the, like, around the world. Well, wherever they go, people start to change, and other people start to see who they are as time goes on. So I believe as time goes on, people will start to see that the people who see what I'm talking about. And in the meantime, I'm just gonna keep waiting and keep telling as many people who want to know, who, like, care enough to, like, ask me the question of what do you want to tell me about the crime, or what do you want to tell me about your prison time. So as people care, I'll tell. So if somebody asks me, I'll tell them. If I have an opportunity to talk to people on YouTube, I'll talk to people on YouTube. If I have the time to tweet, I'll tweet whatever I'm thinking, and I'll just take my time with it. But right now, I'm looking for a good job so that I can do the good things the fun things I like to do, and while I wait for the right opportunity to find, or the right person to help me with this problem.
Exactly. You can't pour from an empty cup. You have to get everything sorted.
Yes. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Just waiting.
That's so optimistic, and yet so humbling.
Yes.
Like, and did you ever contemplate, like, suicide, or?
Oh, no.
Was it?
No, I think this is I believe in things, right? I believe that if bad things happen to you, you just got to tell. You have to tell what happened to you. That's the first thing you do. And then eventually, or not, or I believe in acceptance as well. So I know bad things happen to people all the time. And I know there's nothing people can do about it sometimes. So even though a bad thing happened to me, there's very little that, well, I'm not entitled. Well, I don't feel like I have to have help, or that somebody has to help me because a bad thing happened to me. So I've always known that my entire life, that people suffer in places and there's nobody there to help. And America has those places right here, in wherever you are. There are places where bad things happen to people. So I don't think I have a right to be helped. I have a right to tell, and that's it. So that's what I do as much as I can. I don't believe that someone's supposed to do something to help me. I don't believe in anything that's that makes someone think that somebody, you have rights to things you don't have rights to. So I'm waiting, and I don't believe suicide is going to solve the problem. I believe that the best thing I can do is to continue to wait, continue to tell, and do the best you can, do whatever I can. Continue to wait, continue to tell, and enjoy life. Wait, that's it. Yeah, that's what I believe. So I'm not too suicidal. It is pretty bad what's happened to me, but I've told, and I'm willing to wait, and I believe that it's a good idea. Those two things are a good idea.
It is.
And that's how it happens, right? Where you watch TV, you realize it took decades for some problems to be solved. It took years for people to find out something bad happened to somebody or to do something about it. And I'm willing to wait, just like everybody else.
That's so profound because the way you said it, you don't have the right to be held, but you do have the right to tell.
Yes.
And by that action, you've already done what you can.
Yes. Yep. That's pretty much it.
Do the face verification again.
Oh, I gotta do the verification again?
Yeah, you sent you a link.
All right.
Because it's not the number, because you know your address.
Yes.
That's the issue.
The address is wrong, you said? All right, cool. Cool. Something went wrong. Please try again. They're not letting me do it. So it says try again in a few minutes. Selfie didn't work.
Just give it a second. It should reset.
Okay. It says I read the link. It says you can talk to a agent, a live agent, and they will help you. If it doesn't work several times, they'll give you a link to talk to a live agent, and then they will do your selfie.
You think you can talk to a live agent? Can you get one on the phone?
Let me see how to do it. My selfie was rejected. If your selfie submission was rejected, you can retry using selfie best practices. If ID.me is unable to capture your selfie after multiple attempts, you will see unable to capture your selfie. To finish submitting your selfie, select continue and enter additional information. After completing the rest of the self-service steps, select join video call. So I guess I have to try again, and if it doesn't work, it will send me to a live agent, and they will do the rest. So I will hit the text message again and see if it lets me try. It does not. So let me see if they have a phone number, so I can just go straight to they do. Can't do selfie.
Just give me a second. Let me see what Mary says.
Okay.
Just give me a second. Sean was asking about family. How did they take it?
Oh no, I have been speaking to my family, and they're in the gay community as well. So I have I haven't been able to get help from them. So I avoid them as much as I avoid them.
Do they think you? Do they think you did it?
No, that's not what they believe. They believe I'm a part of the gay community. Like, well, they want me to be, because it's if they believe in family. So if anybody in your entire family is in the gay community, they also believe everybody else is. So it's not that they believe I committed the crime; they believe I'm in the gay community. So when I go to them to talk to them about life, about my life, and anything about it, they believe the only way to solve the problems I have is to what do you call it? Be a part of the gay community, and all your problems will go away. And that's what my family believes, because they don't have problems, and they're in the gay community. I should do what they do.
What do you mean about problems?
Well, like life problems in life. You know, small bad experiences, no friends, no socialism, no issues. Like we're having the best time of our lives, and we're in the gay community. You should join us and have the best time of your life. And so if I go to them about problems, they're just going to tell me to do what they're doing.
And what's that? Being gay?
Yes, that's exactly it. They strongly encourage me to join the gay community often. And I think I don't know if it's a test. I don't think so. I think they're very serious.
Is this all a test to see how how strong you are? How long it takes a man to break?
I have no idea. I have no idea. But I avoid it. I avoid any any part of it. So
It's sort of it's mostly twisted, but
it is. It is. So yeah, I don't think what do you call it? How do you avoid bad? You do what you do when you avoid bad situations. So that's one of the bad situations I try to avoid. And I've been doing all right. I find the smaller things in life are the best ways to deal with all big issues. So I take the small pleasures, like walking, freedom. When I go out for walks, I enjoy those. When I drive to some part of Wisconsin, and there's something really cool I went to go see, I enjoy that as well. I enjoy watching my favorite things. I take the small things in life, and I that's how I avoid the messed up reality that I have to deal with every once in a while.
I understand.
All right. So I just submitted a ticket.
Yeah, but it's gonna be complicated. Give me a second.
Okay. Okay, there's got to be a way to talk to these people.
So I just sent you the login information for the ID me.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can make the call through when you log in, so they can help you with the selfie and everything else.
All right.
All right. Let me know when you get a chance to do that.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, you need a code, so whenever you get it, you need a code from me. So
all right.
You know when you're about to go in.
I'm typing right now.
Okay.
The 6-digit code. Hi.
Yeah. Give me a second.
All right.
Uh, 112-887.
All right. Use your ID me, verified ID me identity to securely access government services. What am I looking for? Yeah. Okay. Help center. All right. So it's asking for my selfie didn't work.
That's correct.
What's up?
I'm alright. Are you working right now?
No, I'm not working right now.
Okay.
I just got done.
You just got done working?
Yes.
Okay. That's alright. Just let me know that the company card is in process and going to be sent out to you.
So the company car was processed and is going to be sent to me?
No, company card.
Oh, card. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So where do I work? Oh, at home, right?
Remotely, that's correct. Yeah, well, not home. And sure, I hope that you'll be able to work from anywhere you are. That's why it's called remote.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so I'll need you to be on with your phone at all times so I can be able to reach you.
Okay. All right. So who will I be getting a call from? What type of people will be calling me?
No one is going to be calling you. You're going to be getting, you're going to be working directly with me and getting orders from me. You're my personal assistant.
What's your name again?
George Mastrosavas.
Okay. Were you on the Master Chef show?
No, I was not.
You were never on the Master Chef TV show?
Wait. I was never on there? I don't understand.
Oh, I thought you were on the TV show Master Chef.
TV show Master Chef?
Yeah, where you show up and you cook some food and stuff for Gordon Ramsay?
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay? No.
Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, my bad. So, do you own that pizza place in Ohio?
Pizza place?
Yeah.
Or investment company? Did you? I'm pretty sure Mary's email tag has the company website.
Yeah, I looked the company up and I couldn't find anything about the company.
You didn't find anything about the company?
No, I can't find anything at all.
I don't understand.
Yeah, I called everywhere to look for the company and I couldn't find it.
Where did you call?
There's phone numbers. I called to the pizza place. It was closed. I went to your website.
The pizza place?
Yeah, so I Googled George Mastrosavas online, and he came back as a guy who's older, got married on Master Chef, the TV show. He owns a pizza place, and he also owns Cosmos Investments. And he owns those two companies. So I called Cosmos Investments, couldn't get in contact with them. I called the pizza place, it was closed. I went to your website. I can't really find like a way to see that, your company is real. So I have no evidence that you guys are like an actual company.
Yes, we are real. You're talking about a company that we already went through all the entire process of getting a job and getting you set up.
Yeah, you guys have but you said
you Googled it, right?
Yeah.
Did you get the address?
Yeah, I got the address.
155. Yeah, 155 Pearl Road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw
Okay.
that. I found where the office was on the internet, but I couldn't see anything else. Is there a way to FaceTime? Do you do FaceTime?
FaceTime.
Yeah, like a video call.
We can get on Google or Zoom.
Okay.
Okay.
Or a way to prove. Don't usually companies have like ways to show people that who they are?
Like a company card and a company car. Things I've mentioned that are coming to you.
Okay. No.
I understand that you're getting cold feet and you're skeptical. That's just That's normal. I can tell you everything about me. I'm an experienced real estate investor, and we have properties everywhere, which is why you're getting this job. I'm big on family, and I'm also religious. But that doesn't matter in this point where I'm getting to. What I'm getting to is that I can relate to where you're coming from. I made this call personally because I had a few bad apples, and I want to ensure that my company's reputation is on top. Whatever you require to feel comfortable, I feel more comfortable. We'll be able to fix you. You can email Mary and ask her for anything you need. She'll respond.
Does Mary have a phone number?
Yeah, Mary has a phone number.
Can I speak to her, Mary?
Of course.
All right. What's Mary's phone number?
I'll go ahead and get that and text it to you.
All right, cool.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. No.
In the meantime, you said you wanted to speak to your PA officer.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna give her your phone number, but I wanted to ask if it was okay with you to do that before I did.
That's all right.
All right. So she's probably.
And John.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I said she's probably gonna want to give you a call at some point.
Yeah, she has to know, right?
Right. All right.
That's right.
So yeah, I'm gonna keep until I know for sure. Well, that's not what I was gonna say. Do you have like office pictures of your office? Do you have pictures of that office that you work in that you can send me? Or a text picture of yourself? Text me a picture of yourself. So that I just know, so I know that you're George. Because I saw a picture of George on LinkedIn. And I just need to see a picture of you. If you could text me a picture of yourself so that I can see that you look like George or you are George, that would be great. Because his profile's on LinkedIn. He seems pretty nice. Seems pretty cool. So if you could send me a picture of yourself, that'd be great.
Wonderful. Get right on that.
All right. So
would that be all? Because I do have a big day. Would that be all?
Yeah. No. That's it.
Mary for whatever you need.
Yep. So yeah, just send me a picture of you in a text, really quick, so that I can see that you're George, and then I'll be willing to work for you.
Gotcha.
All right. I'll wait for that text message or the picture.
Okay.
All right. Cool. I really appreciate it, George.
You bet.
All right. This is a video that I'm posting about the identity theft. Well, not identity theft, but fraud that I found on Indeed.com about a person who asked me for information regarding my for work information to start working for him, and he gave me lots of information. So this is the report that I gave to the police department. The dude said he's from Cosmos Investments, and his name was George Mastrosavas, and that's the business address. Now, if you go to this business address on the internet, it's going to show you a post office. So I want you to go to Google Maps, use this address, zoom out like a little bit, press the zoom out button a little bit, and there should be another link in the same post office area that shows you that this person, that there's multiple addresses or multiple places that people live at, multiple businesses. I'm sorry, multiple other businesses at this address. So it's not just the post office. It says there's several different businesses at this address. And this business, Cosmos Investments, is one of these businesses at this address. There's people talking to me in my ears telling me to go to the. No one's going to believe you that there's multiple businesses at this address, and you need to show them that there are multiple businesses at this address. I just told you what to do. You zoom out a little bit, and you'll see that there is another business. Well, 4 other businesses at this address, along with the post office. So the guy's name is George Mastrosavas. He has his address is his phone number is 330-305-2670. He told me that he was the owner of the business and that he wanted me to give him personal information. And I described him as a man with the voice of a gay community man. I said that I believe he's gay and about 30 years old. The incident description I gave the police department was that I went to Indeed and asked for a job online. A couple of days later, I got a call from a person who stated that the job I applied for was what they called to discuss and speak to me about an offer. The individual wanted me to tell them personal things like what information I use for banking, Social Security, IRS information, and state license. This man told me he would offer me a job and I needed to start on 4/17/2023. The man lied about who he was, and I learned that the company he said he worked for was not even real. This person has personal information that he got from asking me to provide him as an employer would ask an employee to give before they started working for them. I think this is wrong, and I believe it's fraud. I want to know who this man is. Can you find out? I recorded the conversations I had with the individual. I will post those videos on the internet, on YouTube channel. That's my YouTube channel. This video will be called Gay Community Harassment from Indeed.com. It should give you all the things you need to catch this guy. So in this video, like I said, I recorded talking to this dude right away. So I recorded 2 conversations I had with this guy because he didn't sound good. And I didn't believe that the dude was calling me about any reasonable thing. Well, that's not true. I believed him, and I just wanted to record having the conversation that I had with this person because of the job that he told me he was talking to me about. The job was a very expensive one, and I thought about recording from the moment I started talking to him. Oh, and it was late. No, that's not it. I forgot the original reason why I started recording this guy, but I do remember that I recorded having a conversation with him. And then when I started talking to him again today, I recorded that conversation again, and I basically caught this dude lying because I researched the man named George Mastrosavas and the businesses that he was talking about, because the man was saying that he'd pay me like $1,500 to $1,600 a week to drive people from one place to the next to see different properties that his company was going to invest in. So I thought it was a pretty good job. I thought it was pretty easy. And then later it turned out that there was more to it. You'd have to answer phone calls, make flight plans, make all these things that personal assistants do. And it made sense how much he was paying for, how much the wages were for the jobs that he offered. For the wage to work made sense. So do all these things and I'll pay you this much. So it made sense to me. And the company was real estate, so I believed that this was a reasonable wage for a real estate job, and the clients and the pictures of the company that I found online, the work that they were doing, like, seemed like really rich people. are really seems sensible things. But then if you look closer into this dude, the company and all the other information that he provided didn't make sense. And since the guy refused to face me, and since he seemed like he was gay, I kind of get the idea that this dude was trying to do bad things. So now this guy is asking me for information he shouldn't have because he doesn't have a company. And he asked me for a driver's license, personal information. I thought that was bad. So now this guy looks like he's a criminal, right? So the company doesn't add up. The information I gave him is no longer was no longer it was no longer acceptable for him to ask me for the information I gave him already, because I found out the company doesn't exist. So this dude I'm going to tell, and I believe this dude who's gay was targeting me. I think he wanted me to quit my job. I'm positive he was trying to get me to quit my job because he was telling me to start working for him at today. And that I had to quit. Well, he didn't want me to work at the job I was at anymore. And there's no way I could continue to work there at that job. And then he also asked me to stay around my phone, pick up my phone, and be his personal assistant whenever he called. So I didn't bother to figure out what else he was going to ask me to do, because I'm sure that the dude was a gay individual, and at the end of all that conversation, he was going to probably ask me to have sex with him, or try to get me to have a personal relationship with the lie for as long as he could that I was working for him, and also to get me to quit my job. I think that's what he tried to do. So some dude from the gay community tried to get me to quit my job, and he also took very personal information from me. But it's irrelevant. Personal information from me. So this is the police report. I'm going to post this video along with the other video on YouTube, and you guys should be able to. Well, you'll know you're watching it when. Well, this is what I'm trying to add. That I actually. Oh, it is important for me to add this to the video. That I filled out a police report. I don't believe the police department here in Madison actually is doing their job when it comes to me filing police reports. I honestly believe that these people are avoiding having to do anything of that proves that I'm being harassed by gay community members. Anything that relates to the gay community, the police department automatically does not police. And that's what I've learned over the last few years, that there are people in the department who protect the gay community. And they refuse to go after individuals if they find out that they are in the gay community. They completely avoid arresting, or for me personally, every single time I call the police or I tell the police officers that somebody in the gay community did something to me that they weren't supposed to do, the police officer on the scene or at that time refuses to do their job. They immediately say nobody. They look like they become protective. So I mentioned gay community. The police officer usually at the scene becomes very protective of the gay community, and immediately assume that no matter who they are, they didn't do what I said they did because I mentioned that they were gay. So I hope in the video, someone's telling me to say that the voice in the video that you're going to post is clearly a man who is gay. So maybe the police department, because of the video that you're going to post, is actually going to find out who this dude is. And since you're going to prove that you gave him personal information, you're going to prove you gave him personal information in a text message, and that you called and talked to this man, and he asked you for personal information that he shouldn't have gotten from you, that this police department will actually let you know that they did something about what this man did, because this is wrong. You should not have to. You should not be. No one should be allowed to call you and ask you for personal information, like your bank account, your driver's license, your social security, the things that people can use to hurt you, and not be in trouble for that if there's no good reason for them to be asking you for that information. So maybe this time the police department will do something about the things that I'm trying to tell them are happening to me. So this is confirmed, submission confirmed. I'm going to post this video with the other videos and see what happens. If anything happens, I will let you guys know. I will let you guys know. I will tell you.